Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see the continuation for the lesson 8, that is the physical and the chemical equilibrium. Today we are going to see what are the application of the equilibrium constant. First we are going to see what are the application. Why we are going to learn about this equilibrium condition. First one is it predict the direction which the net reaction will take place. So first one is what is meant by predict the direction. It is a forward reaction or the backward reaction, or predict the extent of the reaction. It will continue after the equilibrium, it will continue the reaction, that is also the second one. Third one is equilibrium concentration of the reactant, that is the Kp and the Kc value for the forward and the reverse reaction. Okay, so this is the another one is how to predict the extent of the reaction. So according to the equilibrium constant value, we can predict indicates the direction of the reaction. It is a forward reaction or the reverse reaction or the equilibrium. So the value becomes the equilibrium constant value reaches that. So here that reaches the equilibrium with the high production, so yield. On the other hand, low value, so that is the large value means that is the high value production. Low value means it indicates that the reaction reaches the equilibrium. And the other in general, Kc is greater than 10 power 3. So that is Kc is greater than 10 power 3 means the reaction nearby the completion. So that is the 3 dependent extent of the reaction. So that is the condition value of the Kc. The Kc value less than 10 power minus 3, the product, that is the product is less than the reactant. So that is the significant, greater than the 10 power 3 significant product and the reactant. That product Kc value greater than 10 power 3, the product is also increases and the reactant increases. So what is the extent of the reaction? Make the little progress in the forward direction. This is the significant process. Recently reaction nearly goes to completion. So that is the greater than 10 power 3 means the reaction is completed, and the prediction is the reverse reaction is favored. So that is only the condition is less than 10 power minus 3 means the reaction is a reverse reaction. So what that is the 10 power minus 3 means what is that value? So that is neither forward nor reverse reaction. So and another one is greater than 10 power 3, forward reaction is favored. So this is the condition to predict the equilibrium constant. So that is the reaction, extent of the reaction. So that is the examples: decomposition of water, decomposition of bromine monochloride. According to the Kc value, the predict that value. And another one is how to predict the direction of the reaction. That is the direction of the reaction. We are considered the one homogeneous equilibrium. So that is how to predict the direction of the reaction. That is called as reaction quotient. What is meant by reaction quotient? The reaction quotient is represented as Q. What is Q? We are considered homogeneous equilibrium reaction. What is Q? Q is defined as the ratio of the product concentration. What is the product here? That is C, and the ratio of the product concentration and the ratio of the reactant concentration. That is product, then reactant concentration. Okay, so this is the reaction quotient. What is mean by reaction quotient? Product of the active mass of the reaction product concentration raised to the respective stoichiometric coefficient and the balanced chemical equation under non-equilibrium condition. Under non-equilibrium, the word is very important, under non-equilibrium condition. Equilibrium condition. Okay, so this is called as reaction quotient. The reaction quotient is also predict the equilibrium state. Now Q is equal to Kc means that is called as the equation is at equilibrium. The Q value, reaction quotient equal to Kc means the reaction will be equilibrium. So another one is Q value is greater than Kc means the reaction will proceed the reverse reaction. Q greater than Kc, it is the reverse reaction. Reverse reaction. So Q less than Kc, it is a forward reaction. Forward reaction, this is the condition, right? So sometimes they are asking how to predict the equilibrium constant. The Q value according to the reaction quotient, we predict the equilibrium constant. Q is equal to Kc, equal to Kc means that is the reaction is at equilibrium. So that is another one is Q greater than Kc means the reverse reaction is favor, reverse direction, formation of the reactant, and Q forward reaction. Forward reaction only the product formation, formation of product. This is formation of product, this is formation of reactant, formation of reactant. Okay, so this is the condition for the predicting the direction of the reaction. So next we are going to see the calculation of the concentration of the reactant and the concentration. This is the three derivations also there. How to calculate the Kp and Kc of the given equation. How to Kp and Kc of the concentration of the reactant and the product. Kp and Kc in the formation of hydrogen iodide. In the formation of hydrogen iodide. This is one important question. How to derive Kp, Kc value in the formation of hydrogen iodide. First we are consider the formation of hydrogen iodide. So this is the equation. First you write the equation hydrogen iodine. This is a gaseous molecule. This is also gaseous molecule. Okay, so this is 2H2. This is the balance equation. 2Hi. So this is the balance equation. Okay, so first one is, now we are considered the A moles of hydrogen. Now we are draw one tabular column. So draw one tabular column. What is the value you are going to write? This is the hydrogen. This is iodine. Then again this is hydrogen iodide. Okay. So here first one is initial number of moles. Initial number of moles. How to calculate initial number of moles? Here 1 mole is here. Here also 1 mole. Here 2 mole is there. First initially only reactants are present. So that is 1 mole. That is we are considered A mole of hydrogen. Hydrogen is equal to A mole. And iodine is equal to B mole. Okay. So that is now this is A and the B mole. This is the initial number of moles. Number of moles reacted. Number of moles reacted. How to calculate number of moles reacted? Now we are considered that is X mole. This is also X mole. The initially it will become 0. Okay. This is the thing. First we write initial number of mole, that is according to the stoichiometric equation, that is only one is there. We are considered that is A and B. So volume is also that is V. Number of moles remains at equilibrium. Number of moles at equilibrium. Number of moles at equilibrium. How to calculate? Equilibrium. Initial how many moles are there? A moles. How many moles reacted? X mole. Number of moles at equilibrium means that is A minus X. Here B minus X. So what is the product will be formed? That is 2X. So that is that formation of product, that is 2X. Okay. That is first one is that is we are writing. Next one is active mass. What is mean by active mass? Number of moles per active mass equal to number of moles per volume. So that is this equation becomes A minus X by V. Here also B minus X by V and 2X by V. Okay. So this is the thing. First this is the prepare the tabular column. Initial number of moles reacted, number of moles at equilibrium, initial mole A, X mole is reacted, that is active mass, number of moles at reacted, concentration. Now we are applying the law of mass action. What is Kc? How to write Kc? We write the next page. Okay, so how to write the Kc? Once again, Kc is equal to product concentration and the reactant concentration. So that is hydrogen iodide, the whole square divided by hydrogen then iodine. Okay, so this is I am writing here from the equation. What is that equation? Hydrogen plus iodine giving 2 hydrogen iodide. This is the equation. From this equation we can write the Kc value. So what is the Kc value in the tabular column? So what are the values we already calculated here? That is in the tabular column. What is that value? A minus X. So what is the value? Hydrogen value is A minus X. Iodine value is B minus X. And the hydrogen iodide value is called as, so that is 2X by V. Now you substitute all the values in this equation. What is that value? What is the hydrogen iodide value? That is 2X by V the whole square divided by A minus X by V, then B minus X by V equal to 4X square by A minus X into B minus X. Okay. Now you simplify that. 4x square by V square. Here also by V square. So V square cancel. This equation become 4x square by A minus X into B minus X. So this is the Kc. We already know that. What is Kp? Kp is equal to, this is Kc, right? Okay, so another one is what is Kp? So we already know that what is the Kp value? Kp is equal to Kc RT delta Ng. Okay, this is we already one formula. Okay, this is we already studied that formula. What is delta Ng? Total number of moles. How to calculate total number of moles? Number of moles of product minus number of moles of react. Number of moles of product minus number of moles of reactant. அப்படினா என்ன அர்த்தம்? ப்ராடக்ட்ல எவ்வளவு மோல்ஸ் இருக்கு, ரியாக்டன்ட்ல எவ்வளவு மோல் இருக்கு. இங்க என்ன இருக்கு? 1, இங்க 1 இருக்கு. 1 plus 1, இங்க என்ன இருக்கு? 2 இருக்கு. Okay, so இங்க என்ன மோல் இருக்கு? That is again இங்கேயும் number of moles. So here 1 mole, here 1 mole, that is 2 moles. Here also 2 moles, that is 2 moles. ரெண்டு பக்கமும் 2 mole இருக்கு. So that is now you substitute here. That is 2 minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, now hence now you are applying that one. Kp is equal to Kc RT delta Ng value is equal to 0. This become 1. So Kp equal to Kc. So Kp equal to Kc means from this Kp value is also equal to 4x square by a minus x into b minus x. Okay, so this is the Kp. So in the equilibrium condition delta Ng equal to 0 means, so delta Ng equal to 0 means Kp equal to Kc. That is at equilibrium rate of Kp is equal to Kc. The value, both the values are same. Okay, so this is the another one. So next one is the same equation is this is the same as the another one, dissociation of PCl5. So next one is dissociation of PCl5. Dissociation of PCl5. Okay, this is the another one. How to calculate again? The PCl5, this is the gaseous molecule, is dissociate into PCl3 plus Cl2. Now again the tabular column, this is PCl5, then PCl3, then Cl2. Okay, so here the same tabular column writing here. First one is number of initial number of moles. Number of moles initial, how many moles? That is we are considered, that is A mole. Okay, that is the A mole. That is only this is A mole. So this is the 0. So that is the first time it will be become 0. Number of moles reacted. Number of moles reacted. How many moles reacted? That is X mole. Here also no moles, so that is 0, 0. Number of moles in equilibrium, number of moles equilibrium, how many? That is A minus X. Here also X, here also X. At the next one is active mass. Active mass equal to A minus X by V, X by V and X by V. Okay. According to the law of mass action, what is law of mass action? So what is the law of mass action? Kc is equal to, how to write the Kc value? Kc equal to, how to write? Product concentration PCl3, then Cl2 divided by PCl5. Now you substitute all that values here. What is Kc? What is the PCl3 value? That is X by V. Then here also Cl2 also X by V. Right? Then divided by, what is the PCl5 value? A minus X by V. Okay, so here X square by V square by A minus X by V. Okay, V cancel, so that is equal to X square by V into A minus X. Okay, X square into V into A minus X. So that is the Kc value. What is Kp value? What is the relation with Kp is equal to Kc RT delta Ng. How to calculate delta Ng? So delta Ng, how to calculate? Number of moles in the product. Number of moles of product minus number of moles of reactant. Product, how many moles are there? Here 1 mole, here 1 mole. That is here that side 2 mole, here 1 mole. So that is 2 minus 1 equal to 1 mole. So delta Ng Kp is equal to Kc RT per watt. Okay, so this is the another one. Now how to calculate the Kp value? What is Kp value? So we already know that Kp is equal to Kc RT. Okay, delta Ng already 1. So that is we are writing here. So what is PV ideal gas equation? PV is equal to nRT. Okay, what is RT? RT is equal to PV by N. Okay, what is N? N is the total number of moles at equilibrium. How to calculate the total number of moles? You can add N is equal to, how to calculate the total number of moles? You can add all the values in this stage. Number of moles at equilibrium here is there, no? A minus X plus X plus X. Okay, I am writing here. So once again, so how to write? A minus X plus X plus X. What is that value? So minus X cancel, that is A plus X. So what is the number of moles at equilibrium is A plus X. Once again I am writing here, N is equal to A minus X plus X plus X minus, so the N is equal to A plus X. Okay, so this is the number of moles at equilibrium. Now you substitute all that values in the Kp value. What is Kp? Kp is equal to, now you substitute these values in this one. What is Kp? Kp is equal to, what is the Kc value? X square by A minus X into V. Okay, so this is X square A minus X into V into PV by N. This is your RT. Okay, Kc RT. What is PV value? PV by N. So again X square by A minus X into V, PV by A minus X. This is the N value, right? So here that is V cancel. So the values become X square P by A. This is A plus X, right? This is A plus X, sorry. So A minus X into A plus X, okay? So this is the Kp value. Okay, so this is the another derivation of this equilibrium constant. This is Kp is equal to X square P by A minus X plus A plus X. Okay, so this is the dissociation of PCl5. Okay, next we are going to see the synthesis of ammonia. How to calculate the synthesis of ammonia? Synthesis of ammonia. What is the formula? How to synthesis of ammonia? Again you derive Kp and Kc in the synthesis of ammonia. What is the equation? Nitrogen plus 3 molecule of hydrogen gives 2NH3, that is ammonia. Okay, so now again we are preparing this tabular column. How to prepare? Again, once again, nitrogen, hydrogen, then ammonia. Okay, initial number of moles, how many moles? This one A, this one B, this one equal to 0. Okay, number of moles reacted. How to calculate number of moles reacted? That is X mole. This is 3x mole. How many moles are there? That is 3x mole. This is only 1 is there, here 3 is there, so that is the reason we are writing here 3x, that will become 0. Number of moles at equilibrium. Moles at equilibrium, how to calculate? A minus X and B minus 3x. How many product will be formed? That is 2x. Here 2 is there, so that is I am writing here 2x. Okay, so now active mass. Active mass means divided by active mass. So number of moles by V. A minus X by V, B minus 3x by V, then 2x by V. Okay, then how to apply in the law of mass action? What is Kc? Applying the law of mass action, what is Kc? Kc is equal to what is product concentration? NH3 square divided by N2 H2 Q. Okay, now you substitute all that values. How to substitute that value? What is the NH3 value? That is 2x by V the whole square divided by, what is the N2 value? A minus X by V, then B minus 3x by V. Okay, you simplify that. 4x square by V square divided by A minus X, B minus 3x divided by V square. The V square cancel. the equation becomes equal to, that is equal to 4x square by a minus x into b minus 3x. Okay, so this is the Kc value. Now next, what is the next step? Kp is equal to, how to calculate Kp? Kp is equal to Kc RT delta Ng. How to calculate delta Ng? Delta Ng is equal to number of moles of product minus number of moles of reactant. How many product are there? Here that is 2 minus 3 plus 1 4. So that is product 2 minus 4 equal to minus 2. Now Kp is equal to, what is the Kp value? Kp is equal to, Kc value is 4x square by a minus x into b minus 3x into RT, right? RT per minus 2. Okay, now you substitute. First you have to calculate the total number of moles. How to calculate total number of moles? Total number of moles, you are adding all the moles. So that is a minus x plus b minus 3x plus 2x. Okay, so right. So how to calculate? Minus x minus 4x plus 2x, minus x minus 3x minus 4x plus 2x means that is 2x, right? Minus 2x. So a plus b minus 2x. Okay, this is the number of moles, total number of moles. So this is the a minus b. Now next step is you substitute that values, right? So substitute the RT value. What is RT value? We already know that RT is equal to PV by N. This is the RT value, right? Next you substitute all that values in this equation. Continuation for the previous page. So what is N? N is equal to a plus b minus 2x. Okay, what is Kp? Kp is equal to, what is the Kc value? 4x square v square by a minus x b minus 3x the whole cube into Pv by N the whole power minus 2. Okay, so how to calculate again? 4x square v square by a minus x into b minus 3x the whole cube. So that is the minus 2 means the reciprocal of this term n by Pv the whole square, right? So now what is n value? 4x square v square by a minus x b minus 3x the whole cube. Then n, what is the n value? A plus b minus 2x, right? Divided by Pv the whole square. Here one b, here also v square will be cancelled. So how to calculate? Again 4x square a plus b minus 2x the whole square divided by p square into a minus x b minus 3x the whole cube. Okay, so this is Kp value. Okay, so once again I am repeating that equation once again. So how to derive this synthesis of ammonia? First one is 1 mole of nitrogen react with 3 mole of hydrogen to form the 2 mole of ammonia, right? So now nitrogen, hydrogen, ammonia, initial number of moles A and B. Here 2 reactant is there. So that is the reason I am writing here A and B. The number of moles reacted X mole. Here 3 moles are there. So that is the reason here 3X. Okay. Number of moles at equilibrium A minus X, B minus 3X, and the, how many products are formed? So that is 2 molecular products. So that is 2X. Now the active mass, the number of moles at concentration B, A minus X by V, B minus 3X by V, 2X by V. So what is the Kc? How to write product concentration divided by reactant concentration. So that is the reason. Now you substitute that value. So here that is the cube. I am missing that cube. So that is A minus X by V, B minus 3X by V the whole cube. So A minus X, B minus 3X the by whole cube. So the next one is, this is the another one. So next what is Kp? How to calculate Kp? Kp is equal to Kc RT delta Ng. Then what is the, how to calculate delta Ng? number of product minus reactant. So 2 product are there. Here 4 moles of reactant. So that is minus 2. Kp is equal to 4x square a minus bx 3x RT power. What is RT? Number of moles. How to calculate number of moles? You are adding the number of moles at equilibrium. Add that, you are adding a minus x b plus 3 minus x. So they are adding, that is the value a plus b minus 2x RT. What is RT value? PVC BV by N. Now you substitute all the values in this equation. How to write? So again N is equal to Kp, you substitute that value. The minus 2 is reciprocal. The term means that is square. Minus will be so the minus is gone, so the n by pv. So 4x square v square a minus x b minus 3x square. So now substitute all that values, you can calculate the kp value. Okay, so this is the another one. Next another one is important one topic is Le-Chatellier principle. What is meant by Le-Chatellier principle? What is Le-Chatellier principle? When a system, many chemical reaction, industrial important, this effect change in the, suppose any one reaction or product are attained the equilibrium means the system is affected any of the stress. What is the meaning for stress? What is the meaning for this stress is so important. In your textbook you mark that one. So in your textbook page number 16, so in your textbook you mark that one. If your system is at equilibrium is disturbed, then the system shift itself in a direction that nullify the effect of the disturbance. What is the meaning for that? Here what is mean by system? System அப்படினா என்ன? ஒரு reaction. ஒரு equilibriumல இருக்கும்போது அதை நம்ம டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்றோம். எப்படி டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்றோம்? ஒன்னு ஹீட் பண்றோம், இல்ல அப்படினா ஏதோ கெமிக்கல் அது கூட ஆட் பண்றோம். சோ எந்த இத ஆட் பண்றோமோ இப்போ ஹீட் பண்ணா then the system shift itself in the direction that nullify the effect of the disturbance. Suppose if you are adding some amount of product means the reaction is goes to the reverse reaction. So you balance that stress. இப்போ வந்து ஒரு இத வச்சு டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்றோம் அப்படினா அத வந்து nullify பண்றதுக்காக so அந்த டைரக்ஷன்லயே போய் அதை வந்து ஈக்குவல் ஆக்கும். So that is called as Le-Chatellier principle. So what is the how it will be explained? First one is concentration. It is the effect of the concentration. What is the concentration? So here that is Le-Chatellier principle. The effect increase the concentration. The substance is shift the equilibrium in the direction that consumes the added the substance. Suppose this is the equation hydrogen iodine and 2HA. Now you increase the reactant product. What will happen? So hydrogen, more hydrogen will be added. What will happen? So in order to minimize the stress, the system shift the direction. இப்போ இல்ல வந்து ஹைட்ரஜன் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஆட் பண்றோம். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணோம்? நிறைய ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். என்ன பண்ணோம்? எவ்வளவு ஹைட்ரஜன் ஃபார்ம் நம்ம ஆட் பண்றோமோ அதுக்கு ஈக்குவலா இங்க ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். சோ அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? இந்த எஃபெக்ட் வந்து பேலன்ஸ் பண்றதுக்காக இது இன்னும் ஃபார்வர்ட் டைரக்ஷன்ல இந்த ரியாக்ஷன் நடந்துட்டே இருக்கும். So until the equilibrium re-establish. So இப்போ வந்து என்ன பண்ணோம்? So இது வந்து அந்த equilibrium வந்து attain ஆகுற வரைக்கும் அந்த ரியாக்ஷன் நடந்துகிட்டே இருக்கும். இது வந்து ஒரு இது இப்போ suppose hydrogen iodide is added to the equilibrium mixture. Now this is the product, right? இப்போ இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் இது கூட நம்ம ஆட் பண்றோம். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணோம்? So இந்த ரிவர்ஸ் ரியாக்ஷன் நடந்துட்டே இருக்கும். இப்போ நம்ம முதல்ல என்ன பண்ணோம்? ரியாக்டன் ஆட் பண்ணோம். அப்ப என்ன நடக்கும்? நிறைய ஃபார்வர்ட் ரியாக்ஷன் நடந்து ப்ராடக்ட் ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். இதே இத இப்போ வந்து ரிவர்ஸ்ல இப்போ ப்ராடக்ட் நம்ம ஆட் பண்றோம். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணும்? சோ அது ரிவர்ஸ்ல போயிட்டு நிறைய ரியாக்ஷன் வந்து ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். தட் இஸ் தி எஃபெக்ட் ஆஃப் த கான்சன்ட்ரேஷன். ரியாக்டன்ட் கான்சன்ட்ரேஷன் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணா இட் இஸ் ஃபார்மேஷன் த ரியாக்ஷன் ஷிஃப்ட் டு த ஃபேவர் ஃபார் த ஃபார்மேஷன் ஆஃப் தி ப்ராடக்ட். சப்போஸ் இப்போ இன்க்ரீஸ் த ப்ராடக்ட் ஃபார்மேஷன் மீன்ஸ் so it is the reverse reaction is favored for the direction. Okay, so this is the another one. So next one is what is the meaning of effect of pressure? What is the meaning of the effect of pressure? When the pressure will be increases automatically proportionality system response shifting the equilibrium with the moles of the gaseous molecule. The same equation hydrogen ammonia. Now the pressure will be increases and the reactant pressure increases mean automatically the product pressure is also increases. Okay, so this is the another one. So next one is what are the effect of the temperature? So what is mean by temperature? So what is the temperature is also increases. So how it will be? Pressure will be increases. Suppose in a container contain gaseous molecule. Now the pressure will be increases mean what will be reason? The volume will be reduced. So this is the container. Now you are applying the pressure. What will happen? This total volume will be reduced. Okay. So that is the reason the pressure increases. Automatically the volume will be reduces. So now it is the expand process. The volume will be increases. So that is the pressure volume relation. Okay, so that is the pressure will be increases mean automatically the volume will be reduced. It favors the formation of ammonia. So now it is suppose now you pull that one means it is the reverse reaction is favored. So the formation of only the formation of hydrogen and the nitrogen. Next one is effect of temperature. So the effect of temperature, so suppose increase the temperature, reactant means it is an exothermic reaction. The minus value is indicate it is an exothermic reaction. It is also favored for the exothermic reaction. The temperature will be released. So that is the suppose increase how much amount of reactant will absorb the temperature mean automatically that much amount of product is also having the increased temperature. So this is the another one. Next one is effect of catalyst. What is meant by catalyst? Catalyst mean it is the only does not a state of the Euclid does not affect the catalyst mean only the speed of the reaction is a chemical substance. Only the speed of the reaction does not alter the reaction. So அப்படி catalystனா என்ன பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா only அந்த reaction இப்போ வந்து 10 minutesல நடக்கிற reactionை 5 minutesல நடக்க வைக்கும். So that is called as catalyst. Catalyst only the speed of the reaction does not change the concentration. அந்த catalyst add பண்றதுனால concentrationோ அதனுடைய reaction concentrationோ எதுவுமே வந்து change ஆகாது. Just only the adding the only the speed of the reaction. So that is the ammonia in the formation of ammonia using the catalyst is the SO3 or platinum or vanadium pentoxide is used as a catalyst. Next one is effect of inert gases. When we are adding the inert gases, no changes in that equilibrium because what is meant by inert gases does not react any of the compounds. So that is the reason. So the total pressure of the gas partial pressure that does not no effect on the equilibrium. So that is in the inert gases no equilibrium in that reaction. Okay, so this is the effect of this temperature and the product. Another one is the last topic of this chapter is Van 't Hoff equation. What is meant by Van 't Hoff equation? So we already know that in this thermodynamics we studied one equation delta G. What is meant by delta G? That is the Gibbs free energy. So what is Van 't Hoff equation? Van 't Hoff equation. That is also very important derivation. Van 't Hoff equation. What is the relation between that depend upon the equilibrium? What is the relation between the standard free energy and the equilibrium constant? So delta G 0. This is the standard free energy. Okay, delta G 0 standard free energy. It will represent minus RT ln K. What is K? That is equilibrium constant. Already we know that what is delta G 0. What is Gibbs free energy? Delta H minus T delta S. That is we already know that, right? So that is the standard condition mean that is superscript containing 0. This is the first equation. This is the second equation. Now you substituting the equation. Now you substitute that one equation. So that is substitute equation 1 in 2. Okay. So that is minus RT ln K minus RT ln K then equal to delta H0 minus T delta S0. So now this is rearranging that equation. Rearranging this equation. Rearranging. What will happen? So that is ln K equal to minus delta H0 by RT minus T delta S0 by minus RT. Okay, so T cancel here, minus this minus plus side. So that is minus delta H0 by RT plus delta S0 by R. This is the third equation. Now this is differentiating the equation with respect to temperature. Now differentiating equation 3 with temperature, with respect to temperature. How to differentiate? So that is d of ln K by dt equal to, this is the This is the constant term. No temperature is there. The term will be released. So that is delta H0 by R T square. So that is minus 1 by T. So minus here, that is delta H by R is equal to constant. So that is minus 1 by T. The differentiate means that is the T square. Okay, so this is the fourth equation. Now, equation is the differential equation. Then again on integration again, integrating this equation, how to integrate? Again, integrate this integral of K1, K2, d of ln K. Okay. So then equal to delta H0 by R is a constant term and dt by T square in terms of T1 and T2, that is the limit, right? So how to differentiate? Again, d of ln K is equal to only ln K in square bracket. This is K2 K1 is equal to delta H0 by R, that is the reciprocal. So 1 by T square, so equal to minus 1 by T into T2 by T1. Now you are substituting ln K2 minus ln K1. You substitute that value in this one. So next one is delta H0 by R in, so you substitute minus 1 by T2, then minus 1 by T1. Okay, so that is equal to delta H0 by R. This term becomes minus 1 by T2 plus 1 by T1. Okay, so now this common denominator, so we can write here the ln K2 by K1. Okay, so K2 by K1. Now again it is converted into log, means that is log 2.303 K2 by K1. Okay, so here that is delta H0 by R. Here commonly we are taken T1, T2. Here T2, that is the, here one is T2 is there, that is T1 minus T1, right? Minus T1 here plus T2. Okay. So this equation becomes delta H0, this 2.303 coming that side, 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. Okay, so this is here log of K2 by K1. Okay, so this is the, what is this equation? This is Van der equation. Once again, this is the interrelation between the standard free energy and the equilibrium. So that is delta G is equal to minus RT ln K. So what is delta G? We already know the standard free energy is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Is substituting this equation 1 in 2. So minus RT ln K is equal to delta H0 minus T delta S. So rearranging this equation, ln K minus delta H0 by RT T delta S plus RT. Okay, you substitute all this value, differentiating the equation. So differentiate d ln K with respect to temperature, delta H0 by RT square. Again integrating this equation, d ln K is equal to delta H0 by R dt by G square. We are substituting all that value. We can simplify that. You can obtain this equation. This is called as Van der equation. Okay, so that's all this chapter. That's all about this lesson. So next we are going to see the organic chemistry. The next video we are see the organic chemistry new lesson. Okay, thank you children.